Welcome back to the kitchen. Today we're gonna fix us one of my childhood favorites, chicken in a brown gravy. Well, I mean yellow gravy. Sometimes it can be brown, sometimes it can be yellow. Anyway, it's chicken in a gravy, and we got a whole chicken, a Vidalia onion, half a bell pepper, some celery, some garlic. We're gonna add a few little herbs and stuff in there, but got the pot heating up. First, we're going to cut up this chicken, and that's something a lot of people don't do no more. They buy them pre-cut up, and I do too. You know, don't get me wrong, but every now and again. Besides, the whole chickens are cheaper, and they're not really that hard to cut up, especially when your knife is sharp. Alright, well, I'm going to have to take this. Got a little juice still left inside. Thought I got all that out. Don't want to spill that. So I'm going to take that and just kind of drain it in the sink. Y'all can't see me, but that's what I'm doing, I assure you. Back on the cutting board with that. And the hard part is the backbone. And that's why I use a cleaver. And you actually don't cut down the middle of the backbone, you cut into one side of it. And there you go, half a chicken. Next, cut off the thigh. And it practically tells you where to cut. I mean, you slice away that skin there. And you can see it just going along the bone. Now you can cut the backbone off with that, which is what I think I'm going to do today. Let's cut it back here. I don't know how well y'all can see that. There we go. And we got your leg quarter. Next, I'm going to go ahead and cut that wing off. Sometimes I get it right in the joint, and there we go. One wing. Let's move that to the side, and of course, we're going to cut the drumstick off of the thigh. And that's the easiest way to do it, and just come up through like that. Then you can break it. Set that down a second. And yeah, my knife handler's gonna get some chicken on it, but hey, I can wash that. Throw that to the side. Let me move this over here so you can see maybe a little bit better. And that breast I cut in 3 pieces. One, and then the big part gets cut in 2. That's what I like about a cleaver. It goes right through that bone. Speaking of, I don't need that little bone. We're going to go ahead and cut the rest of that up. And when that's all finished, we'll be back. We'll season it up. And then we'll cut our vegetables up and throw all this in the pot. I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, I got the chicken all cut up. I didn't mention, but before I cut that chicken, I took the innards out and I put them to the side because that's all flavor. That's going in that gravy. So now we're just going to season up everything with, of course, my Prudence Chicken Magic. I like that stuff. Got us a little wing seasoned up. Nice little drumstick. Oh yeah. Let's see. I like to cook the big pieces first, like the drumsticks and the thighs. So we're going to go ahead and season them up and throw them in that pot so we can get them off the board. There's one of them thighs. And I got my pot with a little bit of olive oil, just enough to cover the bottom. And I forgot to turn my other camera on so y'all can see inside my pot. I just did that. That was a little noise. So we're going to go ahead and bone side down. Throw that first piece in there. We'll go find the other one. Now that big flap of skin and everything, now I could take that off. But I'm just going to leave that on there. That's going to add some flavor too. All right. And we got one drumstick ready to go. We can go ahead and throw him in there. And there's the other one. Now, if I was making a fricassee, I would be putting some seasoned flour on this, kind of making like a roux. But today is just a regular old gravy. Some people call it yellow, some people call it brown. Just chicken and gravy. Let me wash my hand again. Got to do a lot of that with that chicken there, you know. Let me just go ahead and season up the rest of it. And with them breasts, I mean, like as you can see, that's, hey now. I must have missed something. Fix that. You can cut that down again if you want. I'm just going to leave them whole. But if you got a lot of people to feed, you know, and all you got's one chicken, yeah, you can. Oh, well, look at this. I'm going to have to go back in the pantry there and get me another bottle of meat magic, chicken magic, after I wash my hands, of course. All right, there we go. I'm going to kick that fire up just a little bit. I had it on low. We're going to bring it up to about halfway so we can kind of hurry it up. Boy, that's what I hate, trying to get them. There we go. I found the sweet spot. Oh, yeah. That's more better. Want to make sure we get all sides of that chicken, even under this little armpit. Look like a good juicy breast. Now pieces like this, that's like part of the backbone, I just throw that in there for flavor, because ain't nobody want to eat that. If you got a dog though, you can throw that under the table and he can have it. So you're not really supposed to feed dog chicken bone, but I figure what don't kill a dang thing gonna make it stronger. Alrighty. Well, we got our chicken all seasoned up. We got some of it browning, and that's gonna take us a little bit, so we'll go ahead and get off camera again. And we'll be back. All right, we got our chicken browning pretty good right there. Got the last batch in. Can't brown it all at once. My pot ain't big enough. Got me another little cutting board so I don't have all that chicken mess on it. We're gonna cut up our vegetables. And while that rest of that chicken's browning, don't need that part. We got, like I said, we got a Vidalia, bell pepper, celery. We're gonna throw some garlic in there. The standard stuff. Cut all that up. I don't normally cut on camera, but every now and again. See, I like to cut it like that, then I do this. That helps when that knife is sharp, yeah. Put that in my little purdy bowls. And get it all over the place, of course. Boy, that chicken smelling good up in here. You hear all that sizzling and crackling, and as soon as that's done, we're gonna do a little deglazing. Now, back in the day, I'd have been deglazing that with some wine, but I don't drink no more, so I don't got no wine left in the house. So it's just got to be just some plain old water.
What kind of wine do you use?
I would usually use like a Merlot or something like that.
Red wine.
Yeah, red wine, unless it was fish. It was just whatever I was drinking, so a lot of times it was a Pinot Noir. No, those were days way before that. I drank a lot of wine in my day. I used to do Renfest in Texas at the TRF, and that was my my handle or my nickname over there was Wine Master, because they never saw me without a wine skin in my hand. And my camp had wine bottles just lined up on the table. All right, well, looks like I got a little too much, so I'm gonna have to use 2 bowls. But we got that. All right. I really don't know. I'd call them like mini soup bowls, but yeah, that's what I use them for. Just I use them to put seasoning. That voice you hear in the background is Jude, my buddy. I like to get him to come over here, operate my camera a little bit, taste test for me. Now that bell pepper may look a little low, but it's perfectly fine, kind of like me. Okay, bell pepper done. And we got us a little bit of celery. Don't want that part. Don't want that part. Oh, put that away. And it's splashed all over the place. All right. Got that all done. And we're just waiting on the chicken. Let me go take a quick look. Ah, she's not done yet. Nope. It looks like I missed my trash can. One side done. And I went ahead and I threw in my my giblets and my liver and my heart and all that. That just adds more flavor to it. Put that back over there. Hopefully it don't fall. All right. Well, that's all we can do for right now. So we're gonna let that chicken finish browning, then we'll come back and we'll brown our vegetables. See y'all in a bit. All right, the chicken's all browned up. Throw that back in the lid with the rest of it. Okay. Now some of them pieces ain't like this. Ain't nobody gonna eat that. But it does add flavor, so it stays in the pot. Like I said, if you got a dog, throw it under the table. All right, will it stay or will it fall? Looks like we got lucky. Okay, what's that? Oh, that was a little gizzard. Okay, let me get my little water there and deglaze that. Because notice I stand back, huh? That chicken made a lot of grease in there. That's why I like to use a whole chicken for this kind of stuff. Plus, bone-in always adds a lot more flavor than that boneless, skinless. And you can do that with a boneless, skinless chicken too. You can, you know, make a gravy, but it's just not the same. It is easy to eat, but because I cheat like that when I make my gumbos now. Instead of going with the old hen, I just get some boneless meat and make it with that, because that way it's just easier for everybody to get some. Okay, we got it deglazed. We're gonna throw in our, oh my God, throw in my fire a little higher too. That didn't make the noise it's supposed to. You know it's about to get serious because the gloves are off. I'm just throw all that in at one time because it's all gonna brown together. I'll kick my fire back up a little bit. I had it turned down because I didn't want to burn that chicken up none. Okay. By the looks of this, I could have used a little bit more bell pepper, but that's that. Now that's going to take a while to cook down too, so as usual, we'll be back. All right, we got our garlic browning up good in there. We'll go ahead and start putting that chicken back in. A little wang. A little, we don't know what the hell that is. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to touch that with my fingers because I didn't want that falling on the floor. Now, like I said, I could have cut them breasts a little bit smaller, and if I was feeding a lot more people, I definitely would have, but there's only a couple of us, so we get big breasts. And that's a thigh. I'm gonna throw that in there. Come on, come on, come on. It barely fits, but it fits. And then all the good the little heart and liver and all that. I think they ripped me off. There's no liver. Yeah, they always rip you off with the liver. I don't know why, but I guess because they sell that separate. But it seems like when I get them little packages out the chicken, I never seem to get liver with it. And that's my favorite part. Oh yeah, got to throw that grease in there. And basically I'm gonna put the lid on, let it cook for, maybe 5-10 minutes like that. Just warm the chicken back up. Then we're gonna come and throw our stock and all our herbs and stuff. And then it's just gonna be a matter of letting it simmer until it's ready. So we'll be back. All right, the chicken's been cooking in there a little bit without no stock. Just kind of getting some of the juices out. I'm gonna stir that around a little bit. Oh yeah. And I got my stock all made up here. A chicken base. I got 3 cups. I'm gonna pour approximately, well, I guess I'm gonna pour 2 cups. I only wanted 1.5, but I got 2. I got more than I bargained for on that deal, I tell you. Yeah. And try to get some of them big pieces towards the bottom there. But that pot's almost too small for this. Put that over there. And now we're going to start on with the herbs. Got a little bit of rosemary, the dried one. I'm afraid my poor little Miss Clooney rosemary plant, the hurricane got her. She didn't make it through. I got some thyme. And as y'all can see, I don't measure none of that. Just kind of eyeball it. Been cooking a long time. I just kind of know. Or it's my Cajun ancestors, one of the two, whispering in my ear.
That's enough. Yes. That's enough, chef.
And a little bit of parsley. And that would be the rice cooker. We didn't set the house on fire. So the rice is done. It's getting near. Go ahead and put that lid back on there. Let that cook down about a half hour or so. And we'll come back and look at the finished product and then head on for that table. See y'all. All right, that chicken been cooking for about an hour or so. So let's take a little look at that. See what, oh yeah. She's looking good. Well, I say that's ready to eat. So we're going to fix us a plate and see y'all back in a minute. All right, we got our plates. We're sitting at that table and we're about to see what I done here. It looks good.
Yes, it does.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That got that old-timey flavor I remember.
Hit the spot. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and that meat fork tender. Look at that.
Beans came out good too.
That chicken's just so good, man. it's like got flavor all the way through it. Well, as usual, we both got full plates to eat. So we're gonna get to it and let you get to what you were doing. See you next time on Sky's Cajun Kitchen.